Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Do subscribe, like and follow the channel. The lecture of today will be all about the databases. Before diving into the details of the databases, we need to understand some basic concepts. Concepts such as the difference between the data and information. So, data is actually known as a collection of raw facts and figures, whereas information is systematic and meaningful form of the data. Let's see them in a bit more detail. So, data is a collection of raw facts and figures. These raw facts and figures can be processed by any computing machine with an algorithm to deduce certain meaningful conclusions. A collection of such facts from which conclusions may be drawn after process are known as data. So in other words, data can be represented in the form of numbers and words which can be stored in a computer language. Just like these meaninglessly scattered alphabets which can be processed to make some meaningful words. And information is a systematic and meaningful form of the data, or in other words, information is a processed form of the data. Just like the meaningfully stored alphabets, knowledge is acquired through study or experiences. So, information can be deducted from the knowledge base, which then can help human beings in their decision makings. So, to summarize, a data is a collection of raw facts and figures which can be processed to generate certain conclusions, and information is the processed form of the data. Data management. Data management include all aspects of like data planning, handling, analysis, documentation, or even the data storage. Data management takes place during all stages of a system. The objective here is to create a reliable database that contains all the data related to the system so that we can extract meaningful information from it with the help of the database management or database rules. A typical data management includes planning the data that needs for the particular system or data collection, data entry, data validations or verifications, data manipulation techniques, data files backup, data documentation, reportings, etc. and etc. The main element of the data management are the management of the database files. These database files contain text, numerical numbers, images, and other data in the machine readable form. Such database files should be viewed as part of a database management system, or otherwise known as the DBMS, which is a combination of database and data management. DBMS allows for a broad range of data functions, including the data entry, the data checking, updating the documentations, and analysis or reporting, etc. Types of the data. So there are three types of the data: structured, unstructured, semi-structured data. Let's see them in detail. So, structured data. Structured data is the form of the data that has a certain structure and is well organized either in the form of tables or in some other way and can easily be operatable is known as the structured data. Searching and accessing such information from structured data is actually very easy. So, for example, data stored in a relational database is in the form of tables having multiple rows and columns is a perfect example of structured data. Or the Excel spreadsheet is also another good example of the structured data, or in our daily life, the Flex NU is also a good example of the structured data. It has different tabs for each type of data, such as attendance, students' marks of the sessionals, students' marks of the assignments, quizzes, project, and then the grand total marks, etc. So they all represent the structured data. Unstructured data. Unstructured data is the data that is unstructured or unorganized. Operating unstructured data becomes difficult and require advanced tools and softwares to deduce information from them. For example, Images and graphic PDF files, Word documents, audio files, video files, emails, PowerPoint presentations, web pages and web contents, wikis, streaming data, location coordinates, etc. or are all the examples of the unstructured data because they are not in the well organized format. Semi-structured data. A semi-structured data is basically a structured data, but that data is unorganized. So the difference between a semi-structured and a structured data is that a structured data is an organized form of the data, whereas semi-structured data is unorganized data. So the example of the semi-structured data could be the web data such as JSON, aka JavaScript object notation files, or BBTeX files, or CSV files, or tab delimited text files, XML, or other markup language text that you may find online from different web pages, are all the examples of the semi-structured data. Due to the unorganized behavior of this particular data, the information with semi-structured data is difficult to retrieve, analyze, and store as compared to the structured data, which is organized. So, the semi-structured data requires software frameworks like Apache or Hadoop to perform data management. So from all of these concepts, we can finally define the database as a repository of logically related and similar data tables or files. More formally, we can define database as an organized collection of related data so that it can easily be accessed, managed, and updated. So for example, our dictionary can be a database. The data of students' marks or the students' data or our school data or an airline data are all the example of some databases. So let's see what actually a DBMS is and how it is different from a file system. So a database management system have two components. Number one is the database, which contains multiple files or tables of organized data that are related to each other. And the second, the DBMS contains a certain way of communication with the end users. So to describe a complete process of the DBMS, we can say that a DBMS gets the query from the end user, such as the personnel department, sales, or accounting department. It gets a query from the end users, run that query on the database to extract certain required information, and then show that information or output that particular information to the end users. On the other hand, in file system, we have multiple data tables like employees, customers, sale, inventory accounts. All of these tables or all of these data are unrelated to each other and is accessible only to their application program. So in other words, in file system, a collection of application program performs services for the end users. For example, reports. So each of these programs define and maintains their own data. So the personnel department will be managing the employees, account department will be managing the account, and sales department will be managing the customer sales and inventory. In file system, it is difficult to find the relation between different tables, for example, employees and their accounts, because the data that is stored is unrelated to each other. It is not a relational database, it is an unrelational database. So, whereas in DBMS makes it easy to manipulate the data and find the useful information from the data because the data that is stored is related to each other. A database have four essential components: users, data, hardware, and software. So users are the people who interact with the database. For example, the application programmers, the end users or data administrators or data managers, etc. Software. Software acts as a layer between the stored data and the users. So for example, a software in a database could be the DBMS layer or the application software layer or a user interface. Hardware. Hardware is a physical device on which our database resides. For example, it may be computers or disk drives, memories, printers, cables, etc. The data itself is a collection of facts, figures, numbers, characters, pictures, etc. For example, data could be alphabets or names of countries or marks of the students, etc. So, in this lecture, we have discussed the difference between the data and the information, the data types that were structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. Then we moved on to define the databases and database management system. We also discussed the difference between the DBMS and the file system. At the end, we saw four essential components of the DB: user, software, hardware, and data itself. In the next lecture, we will be further exploring the databases. So if you have any queries still here, please feel free to comment them. Allah Hafiz.